Hey, how's it going? It's currently 6 a.m. and the baby's sleeping, so I am drinking a big cup of coffee and I wanted to share something with you. I wrote some notes in my phone in the middle of the night and was just thinking through some of the stuff that God is showing me right now, transitioning into being a mom of 3 kids. And I realized during this pregnancy that I'm gonna have to be a different person as a mom of 3 kids than I was as a mom of 2. Like, some things are gonna have to change. I'm going to have to adjust to the new reality and the new dynamic in our family. So I wanted to share some of this stuff because it doesn't have to be, you don't have to have 3 kids to learn this. And I was just thinking about the things that he's been working on in me. So wanted to share those with you from my notes. So I've got it right here and just wanted to read through some of the things that God is showing me and what I'm learning now, or what I'm working through right now. And the first thing is to not worry about what I can't control. That's a big one. Even though I'm realizing how much I am out of control of all the variables and what's going on, I know that God is still in control no matter what. That's always true. And I'm just more aware of my need for him, my dependence on God every single day, in the middle of the night and throughout the day. And every little thing that comes up, I'm realizing I need God in all those little moments, and I can't just try to push through it in my own strength. And so I'm just reminded that he's always faithful to provide for what we need. So the grace that we need for that day and the wisdom to teach my kids and just the patience that it takes raising little kids. You just need that from him. You have to get your wisdom from God, because it's not something that comes naturally to us. Our human nature wants to be in control of things, but we just aren't. So knowing that God is in control and that he is faithful to give us what we need when we need it. And I'm reminded of the verse in Philippians 4:19. It says, "My God shall supply all my needs according to his riches and glory in Christ Jesus." And so he supplies our needs based on his riches and his goodness, not our goodness and not how great we are. Thankfully, it's because of how great he is that he supplies all of our needs based on him. So I was encouraged by that. And the next thing I've talked about in my updates recently is asking for help and accepting help. And that kind of goes along with controlling things. I would not describe myself as a controlling person necessarily, but I'm just finding those little nooks and crannies in my heart and in my head where I want to be in control of it. I want to control the outcome. And I'm just realizing that I am not in control of everything, every situation that I want to be. So asking for help is a humbling thing, but it's necessary, especially if my hands are full and I'm at my wit's end or I'm at my energy level plateau. There's only so much energy to go around. So choosing to be open to the blessing of letting someone help me, that's a different mindset shift, isn't it? Because it is a blessing to serve other people, and so I don't want to steal that blessing from someone who wants to bring me a meal or who wants to help clean my house or come play with my kids while I take a shower or take a nap. And so that's a tangible, practical way for someone to show me God's love. And it made me think of the verse in Matthew 25 verse 40 that says, "Whatever you've done for even the least of these, you've done it for me." And Jesus was talking about serving people even when it's not glamorous, even when you might not get credit for it. It might be behind the scenes. If you're just serving because of wanting to, help someone, not with any ulterior motives, but doing that for even the least of these, or the littlest of these, even the newborn babies and their mamas and their families. Whatever you've done for the least of these, you've done it for me. And so you're serving God when you're doing that, and I don't want to rob somebody of that blessing of helping me out. So that's a mindset shift for you. The next thing I wanted to share is about the love that we have for our children. So When I got married, I was so in love with my husband, and I say was because I've gotten more and more in love with my husband as we've been married for over 6 years now. We have 3 kids, and I just feel like it grows and grows, and my love for my husband grows as we have kids. I just love seeing him as a dad, and you know, spending that time together and getting to know him on a different level as a dad is really awesome. And then each kid too, when I had my first baby, I just had this overwhelming love, and it's like my heart grew, you know, like in the Grinch movie where his heart grows 3 sizes. I feel like my heart grows a bigger size every time I have a kid, and that's exactly what it's been. It's not like you have to split the love and divide it. It's actually multiplying and expanding your capacity to love, and that gives us just this little glimpse of God's incredible love for us, because he loves all of us and we are his children. And so being a parent and becoming a mom has taught me so much about God's love for us as his children. And also when I've talked about, you know, feeling like I can't do it all, just knowing that he is the perfect father. He gets it right. He doesn't mess up. He doesn't get tired. Like, he's always there for us. And again, because of his goodness, he takes good care of us. And so it made me think of the verse in Matthew 7:11 that says, if you being evil know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father in heaven give good gifts to those who ask him? And so I think it's just kind of expanded my mind, being like a more more in touch, I guess, more of a glimpse of God's love for us as his children is what I'm trying to say. Is as I have more kids and see that miracle of our hearts growing bigger and bigger and being able to love more and more kids in just an amazing way, just knowing that God's love for us goes on and on and on and on and on, and he's always there for us, and he wants good things for us. And so even us as sinful people with a human nature and with limited patience, like, if we can love our kids and want good for them and doing good for them, like, how much more does God want for us? Because his will for us is good, his purposes are good, and he wants us to have those blessings that he has already promised us. And so I think it's amazing just how he uses those things in our life to show us more about himself. And so I wanted to share that. Those are some things that I've been thinking about as I'm transitioning to a mom of 3, and just like, you know, dealing with the changes and the transformation and the lack of sleep and all of that, hence the coffee. It's a very big mug. It's only like halfway full, honestly, but I just like the big coffee mugs. So that's my thoughts at 6 a.m. this morning. I wrote it down in my notes like in the middle of the night, so I wanted to make a quick video to share this to help encourage any moms out there, but you don't have to be a mom to learn these things. It's just certain things come to light, you know, when you are facing different situations in life. So if you're struggling with different things, then God can meet you right where you are, and verses in the Bible can just pop out and mean something totally different. You might learn it in a different way or on a different level. So that's what I'm sharing with you today. I hope it's encouraging. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Make sure to subscribe to this channel for more videos coming soon. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next video.